Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for one at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the second-ranked team, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Second down after that completion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly, and he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They need a yard here in third down to keep this opening drive going. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Badgers moving quickly down the field here.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the Badgers getting set on 1st and 10. And the quarterback dropping back, running out of time. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. We're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. And that run produces a decent gain.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Looking to throw. It's Burns. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play. If they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
The Wolverines are in the red zone. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. The back's got it. A quick juke. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. It was a good battle. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Throw to the running back in the flat. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
An important third down attempt for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. And the Badgers are looking to keep this drive going.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's third down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the first down. And he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the first down.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? A quick throw out left, complete. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44.
Well, what do you know here? An offensive coordinator from Wisconsin calling a nice run play for a first down. Man, we have been seeing this for so many years, so many decades. Wisconsin with the ability to run the football is just a thing of beauty.
And the Badgers are going to keep this drive rolling. Looking for a gap. It's Andrews. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And it's incomplete, just out of reach. A little too much on that throw. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Ball handed off. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Badgers are starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. When you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
That sack makes it 2nd down and forever. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? To the air. It's Burns. Escapes the sack. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting him off. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First down, looking to throw the football. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there, play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first, keep this drive moving. First down here for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And the running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there. Looking to pass, it's Burns. Receiver makes the catch. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
run it out of the shotgun. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Pass midfield. Inside the 30. Crosses the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And now here comes the point after attempt. And it's good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Clements. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Ball is incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. The last drive was a long march, but it stalled. They came up empty. Can they find the end zone this time? The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Now from the pistol formation. Single back, takes the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And the Badgers looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
2nd and goal for the offense. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The shotgun running play call. They'll tackle him at the 27.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Here's the second down play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Back to pass. It's Burns. He finds the running back in the flat. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Great job of the defense pushing him back on first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Now rolling out to his left. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
It's caught downfield. Stopped right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. So, second down after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Second down after that previous play. Looks right for a quick completion.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust as their first timeout. So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. Back to pass. It's Burns. On fourth down, a short toss to the running back. Oh, and he's in the... Will he score here? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. Methodical but effective, Kirk. Probably one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting.
It's blocked. They scoop it up.
Great job by this defense not giving in on this drive. They've been out on that field for a long time, and instead of giving in, they keep fighting, and it pays off.
And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-holed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. Passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense jumps on the football.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Defense is coming after him. And the pass is incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage. 1st down. Clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Here's the snap. And he's looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Badgers. Kicking team after the PAT try. It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll return it from inside the 5. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Important 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And now the handoff. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Badgers will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. In the clear at the 25. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Boy, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Greasy had in 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
And they bring him down after a short gain there.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Dropping back, it's Burns. Caught, completion. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. The Wolverines will line up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they will claim the second half lead. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts them in front by 7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Returner looking to make a play here. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Receiver makes the grab. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. That run sets up a critical third down play. and they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. They did do a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Looking to scramble now. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
This is why you don't predetermine what to do with the ball as a quarterback. He wants to throw this as he rolls out to his right, but instead he keeps his eyes downfield, recognizes there's nobody open, so instead he decides to become the runner, and he's a real threat when he has the ball in his hands.
They'll switch it up, looking to throw. He breaks free. Broke one tackle, but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. You snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's going for a big play downfield. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. Across midfield. At the 30 now. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And the receivers got it. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving his defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field. Somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the back.
And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage.
Chris, you can see when the offensive line does their job and gives this quarterback time to throw, you're going to see plays like this and first downs for the Badgers offense. They've had some good ones over the years. Very efficient. Of course, Russell Wilson is the name that stands out, but they've had others. Scott Tolzien, Darrell Bevel, Jim Sorgi, Brooks Bollinger's good quarterback play that always seems to make the right decision.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Snags the quick throw. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. There's the snap, looking to throw the ball. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback keeps the football. Has the first down and more. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And that's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. That's reeled in. It's Andrews. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert, come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Great chance for the offense to tie the game. 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin. See if they can convert the point after. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The Michigan offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Moves the ball up to the 30.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Over the middle, but it's incomplete. So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Dropping back, it's Burns. Receiver makes the catch. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes a quick catch. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
The Wolverines pick up enough for a first down here. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down play coming up. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, every defensive coordinator will tell you, I just want my guys to play fast. And how about that one right there? He almost ends up tackling the quarterback as he's handing the ball off. This offense is lucky they didn't end up fumbling.
Need to pick up something here on third down. A field goal try here will be from 58. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Need to pick up something here on third down. A field goal try here will be from 58. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, Chris, what a hit there on that third down play by the defensive back. If he doesn't make that play, that's probably a first down, and they move the sticks. Instead, we've now got 4th down.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. That's a great job. They'll spot it down around the 5-yard line. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. He'll hand it off. He's tackled out beyond the 10-yard line. And the Badgers looking to run some tempo here. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. He's escaping the pocket now. He's got his man in the open field. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Getting set. Here's second down. Ball handed to the running back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. biggest plays they've had so far. Third down, and the crowd really getting into it. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Makes a quick grab. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
The Badgers lining up here on 1st and 10. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Badgers. They claim the lead here in the final quarter. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clements. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession, they were forced to kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? Looking to throw. It's Burns. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
2nd and long, backed up at the 7-yard line. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. 3rd down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield.
Now, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. Right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. The last possession, they came up empty, went for it on 4th down in their end and got stopped. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. So this one is tucked away.